The game with their scoring ability and off to a strong start to start.
First jumper on the way here by Toombs is going to SMU with their starting lineup, and as Jay Will says, they can score. They're getting about 90 a game. On target is Edwards. He's making about 37% beyond the three-point line. Toombs with the touch, the turnaround in the lane, gets it to go, and a foul as well. So 11-0 SMU. You would have thought because of the loss of a great player for the Mustangs, this score would be reversed. And finally on a long bomb, since his Syracuse days today. Up top here for Pierre. He can be a really good scorer. He's 18 a game. They can drain it. A misfire by Washington, who's one of their best three-point men. Evans again, a little hesitation, went for the bank and draws the foul, and he'll be off the shot clock at 3. Edwards has to get a shot in the air to his right, and he's going to travel with it. Exceptional defense by Duke on that stop.
4 stretches defensively the last several games at Florida State, at Louisville, haven't really been clamping down on that side of the floor.
Patrick Gungba getting free in the lane. Edwards was at Tennessee on a Sweet 16 team a couple of years ago. Toombs with another touch, the talented freshman up against Boozer, knocks it down. So not intimidated by the surroundings, the freshman.
You think Toombs has something to prove against the Boozer twins, considering they lost in the national finals last year of high school basketball?
I think that is the case. Boozer got it's Semenya in the corner, knocks it down. Freshman out of LA on target. After a bit of a nightmarish start, but they didn't exactly panic. Boozer with a one-hander, up and in by Gungba. Early here with Boozer. Duke wins that fight. And Menya stumbles, and it's going to go the other way.
The balls and extend the floor with his outside shooting is going to be critical to this team as well.
Tolo trying to get position underneath, able to do that. Wow. He'll slam it down. Junior, who was coached by his dad in high school, the NBA great.
I'll tell you, how many teams have a big like that can create off the dribble?
To join us after the half as well. Of course, Coach K. Here's Boozer. Caden Boozer will draw the foul. Players a little following here by Washington, and Duke comes away with it. They have their first lead. They're trying to add to that. And that's going to go the other way.
Iguodala got away with the walk, though.
Semenya likes that around the back move. And Cam Boozer. Toombs on the baseline, tiptoeing. Edwards caught it. Iguodala back inside, batted away from him, and a foul on Duke with 9:50.
Wrong. A.J. DeBonta there, too, same with Cameron Boozer. Kingston Fleming, I think, in that conversation coming about. How many freshmen do you see play for Kelvin Sampson?
Answer again, playing without their #1 man, Boopy Miller, out with the flu. Edwards with a shot clock at 1. Knocked away by Sarr. And a shot. The group praise from Shire for his outstanding D. As you mentioned, that's the biggest reason he got the start. The slam on great ball movement again, and it's Malik Brown. Sprawling for a great play there by Sarr. Gets it free to Brown, jumping in the lane and draws the foul.
Minutes of this game.
Iguodala 1 foot in the paint. No, that won't go. Brown with the save, right back to the big. He'll hook it up and in.
Tough save by. I don't know if I can claim that nationally. I made a lot of bonehead plays, OB.
It could have been too many. Boozer from three-point land.
Wow. Basketball. His net rating is higher than the past 5 National Player of the Year net ratings by 5 points.
Edwards up against Sarr.
I think that's why a lot of NBA scouts are salivating over the ability of Cameron Boozer as a complete player.
Evans, yes. Sweet.
Over the last 2 games, the rest of Duke has made 9.
Rainbow jumper, that won't go for Edwards. Second chance is up and in. Good work underneath. Evans looking to penetrate on the spin. The kick for the open shooter, Sarr. He'll drill it from 3-point distance.
Wrong with the basketball because he is just all over it.
Getting his hands on everything. Deflections. Iguodala with the pass downstairs. Toombs.
Up their best player finding a way to stay in this game, and it all started with a strong start.
Toombs has 10, but a quick answer.
Assert did the right thing by slowing it down. Evans should have slowed it down. He should have had a set.
That's something that Shire has talked about, settling for the
floor, because it's very natural to him. I think there are some things he needs to continue to improve on defensively, which is why you see him in and out of the rotation, and also being a freshman with that. But I think the more that Caden Boozer can make the simple passes and then also defensively continue to improve, he'll spend more time on the court.
Caden Boozer, a little flow. Approaching the 1 minute mark here at Cameron Indoor. Amenya underneath and a slam by Gunbuck.
But today, 1 of 4, only 4 shot attempts for 2 points.
Toombs has provided good offense and a three-pointer for the freshman. So about 5 seconds split between the shot and game clock.
This is where you see Duke invert the ball screen. A guard screening for a big.
Cam Boozer, no one picked him up. 9 points for him off the slam. Way downtown and knocked in, and right one.
Yeah, 4 assists, 14 turnovers, a lot of ISO basketball. They did find a way to punish Duke with points in the paint. But Obi, I got to tell you very quickly, you know, that miracle minute, we're going to see Maryland a couple more times.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, at the end of that game, he said, none of you guys celebrate.
We expect one of his practice plans in the last 40 years.
Wow.
And we were searching for all the practice plans where we knew he was going to throw us out of practice. We couldn't find them.
Shot clock.
A sheer extension of Coach K on the floor in bat. And then, you know, I was able to get hot a couple of times, and Shane was able to keep me on the guardrails. Man, this kid is, you know, the maturity of how you had to help me my freshman year, in particular with Caden Boozer, right? And making that jump, and Caleb Foster more of a scorer. But, like, who can help them calm things down? I will tell you, Luxury OB, we cracked open a 2001 bottle of Schaefer last night in Coach K's wine cellar.
Oh, Coach K knows
That's
what he's
luxury.
doing. He knows what.
Down 11 in the Final Four, saying we have these guys exactly where we want.
Evans, not a heater. Can't hit this one.
All the contact, but drive the lane. Drive the lane and attack the rim. Show that versatility that he continues to improve on year by year.
Iguodala getting exact with the great Shane Battier and Jay Will, of course, the heart and soul of the national champs in 2001. Swished in by K. And Washington out of the pack with it. Trying to cut in. Pierre with the drive will lay it in.
Rapport on the court.
Amenya will drive it. Shot clock inside 10 as he slams on the brakes. Caden Boozer again. Gets another one.
Amenya to step through and not want to be strong with the ball for a kick to the corner.
Edwards, a little turnaround. That'll rattle home. They need a lot more of that from BJ. SMU ranked number 24. They're in the top 25 for the first time since 2017. And Washington's on way. It did eventually get to Foster. Shot clock down to 4. Amenya after the contact, no whistle. Here's Boozer. And
Getting back to three-point shooters.
Boozer to his right, got it up there, and it goes. He wanted a foul too, but no whistle.
At UVA, Testa Ritter, and one of the best players we have in this league. It's like they can bulldoze their way through a wall and still.
Off to an 11-0 start in this game. Down the lane, Washington left it short, got it back. Tough angle, draws the foul.
Else in college basketball.
Approaching 13 minutes, Cam Boozer straight on.
A lot of unassisted baskets for SMU.
Foster, bit of a wild
Had here at Duke University.
Oh, and by the way, playing elite teams, you know, 5 or 6 teams that they've beaten in the top 25. 7 assists a game, back in the hotel because of flu-like symptoms in Boopie Miller. That's a tough angle shot by him.
In that category, North Carolina still want to see their guard play make improvement, but Caleb Wilson, one of the top players in the country as
Boy,
well.
they got it to Toombs. Have to have a lot of things go right to hang in that game. Indiana does everything to perfection. Toombs again, 19 points.
Yeah, space down low on the block.
Underneath Gunbar, he'll slam that down off the feet. Toombs again. Edwards shovels it back to the freshman, and 2 more. He is the man to
50% from the field.
Gungba again to his right, and he finishes.
Comes with prioritizing him getting touches on the block, and sometimes Duke gets into a three-point shooting frenzy And
talked about the league bouncing back in a serious way this season. SMU's a big part of that.
I think you're going to have multiple teams with this team. Testa Ritter is one of the best bigs in the country. And their older, their mature guard play is what can make them very dangerous when it.
Quad 1 wins. And Gungba swishes that one in. So back up to the game against also a nationally ranked opponent, SMU number 24. Gungba, yes. Edwards knocked away, but he always active. It's reversing field, and we'll lay that one up and in. B.J. Edwards with the basket. Brown zips another pass to Sarr. Trying to wriggle free. Knocked away. Virginia. So
Life doesn't get easier in the ACC.
Does not this season, that is for sure. And a shot.
I'm sick right now with the flu. I don't feel well. I couldn't play today. But we are competing against the best team on their home court.
B.J. Edwards giving it up. Yugitolu into the painted area, and a whistle for Pierre.
Malik Brown is hedging so hard on every ball screen.
Edwards. That won't.
See players take their eyes off and hit you with back cuts, and that's what makes them different.
Corey Washington at the line, 83%. SMU's a good foul shooting team.
Lost to the Boozer Twins in the Chipotle National Finals last April. And I don't care what anybody says. When you lose in national finals.
Yugitolu playing with 4 fouls. Banging with Gungba. Shot clock down to 5 in the lane to his right. And a travel. Back for Pierre. Way downtown, but short. Rebound right back to him. He'll drive it, scoop it, and he's got 2.
Yugitolu did a great job there sealing Gungba, opening in that lane for a drive.
They go inside to the money man, and Cam Boozer knocks it. B.J. Edwards.
Slip look opposite.
It's Toombs.
Those are the plays.
That'll rattle in 2 more for him. Able to break away today. SMU as sticky as it gets. Here's Evans. Got it! And B.J. Edwards gives up the dribble. Pierre out of the double. Edwards off the fake. The look away off the window. It won't go. 4 out of 5 at the line today. 77%. We'll sink the first. Give thank you, and 18 points for Boozer in that win. Washington lines up a triple. He hits it. They just won't quit today.
It's been an incredible experience coming back to Cameron Indoor Stadium, obviously celebrating our 25-year national champions. Now to seeing them play in the same jersey their father wore is a pretty special moment. And
it was great, and the affection between you and Shea Batty, very, very, very genuine coming through today. To the Duke Blue Devils as they are now 15-1, 4-0 in the. That's your final today. For Jay Williams, I'm Dave O'Brien. Goodbye from Cameron.